What's up, YouTube and everybody that's listening? Um, Pretty much doing this kind of like an old radio station, you know. And yeah, we're gonna cover some uh crazy stuff that's going on out in the world. I don't want to officially say, I cover news and all that, but I do cover some topics and things like that because I'm a person out here and I feel I have a pretty good grasp and perspective on things. And I don't claim to know everything. I just claim to give a new perspective, and except for the things that I say are facts, that's different. If I say I know it's a fact, and either seen it or uh, known for a fact that it's a fact that it went down. A lot of the facts I know are about all this is from when Alex Jones and I keep bringing him up because he was one of the first ones I seen that was, digging into a lot of this stuff. Then I found out here recently that there was a blonde reporter that had all this stuff years ago, and they told her to get it. She got it, and then they pretty much like destroyed everything and shut it down, just like they're basically trying to do with stuff now. Naomi Campbell, Jaguar Wright. I'm not too sure on you, Jaguar Wright, but there's a lot of questions I have for you. And no, I'm not the best interrogator, so I would probably want a couple other interrogators with me. Well, what I'm doing, and I don't mean to, you know, incriminate anybody or anything like that. All I'm doing is making sure that none of these motherfuckers, no matter what gender they are, slip through the cracks. Especially Epstein's little, whatever that was, girlfriend, not Maxwell, even though I believe Maxwell was more of a mastermind behind this than everybody is given it to her. They are acting like she was caught up because of Epstein. No, her father was indulging in this stuff with Mossad. That's who took him out because he stole money. Apparently, he stole money. We still don't know if that's why they took him out. For all we know, they could have wanted access to Ghislaine. Maybe he wouldn't let them. We don't know. All I know is Eyes Wide Shut. You all got to watch that with Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise. And pay attention at the end when they show up with their kid and then they leave at the very end without their child. Yeah, you all need to, like I said, put the dots together. They sold the child. See, even back when I was a kid, it was common for blue-eyed, blonde-haired babies to be sold on the black market to rich families. And I was almost stolen twice as a little guy. Once when my aunt was watching me at a park, and another time when I was younger. I forget who was watching me then. And Gundry Glass, the one place I was in, that was a recruiting place for them. There was a lot of kids that disappeared out of there and then would come back. And yeah, that's exactly who was behind it. Glass Asylum. That's why it was shut down. Um, oh, they were trying. They now I don't know because the nights I was asleep and all that, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But I know for a fact there was plenty of unmarked vans that would come in there and take 5 and 6 children at a time, and they'd be gone for months. Sometimes they'd come back, sometimes they would. Oh, I know for a fact it was a recruiting place. The kids would talk about it. You know, I think that's one reason why they stopped. You know, making sure most of them were brought back. Some of them were taken when they weren't really on heavy drugs or and all that. So I guess they could remember, or these people thought they were drugged enough to where they wouldn't remember, and I guess they did. I'm telling you right now, that place was awful. That's all I'm going to tell you. That place was awful. No, I spent a 90-day hold there because I beat up 4 kids in third grade. And the school lost their mind because it was all the preppy kids. Well, 2 of them were preppy kids. The other 2 were good old boy parent kids. You know what I mean? And they wanted something done. So yeah, they started it. I've talked about it in other videos. It's no big deal. It was a bunch of kid stuff. It's just what took place because of that incident. We all of us ended up becoming friends way later. Well, kind of friends, if you can say that. They still, a couple of them still do shady shit, and 2 of them I haven't seen in a long time. So, but anyway, um, yeah, I was only there for 2 months. I didn't even 2.5 months maybe, and they had already almost killed me on a metformin, which wasn't approved for kids to be taken. I don't even think it was approved for adults to be taken at that time. Yeah, they were doing a lot of shit, a lot. I'm surprised they were even running, but I think they were in control of people like that. You know, I don't have any of the background of the owners and the people that paid for it and the donors and blah blah blah. But I know for a fact that they did do that kind of stuff in that area. And like I said, there were kids there that would talk about it. Yeah, the one guy that came there, the supposed real rich dude that was dropping off gifts for the upcoming Christmas thing that we were, giving gifts to all of us for Christmas. This guy was freaky. I mean, he was just, I don't know what it was about him. It's just, mm, and like nothing. The way he acted around us and the things he would do, I just, mm, let's just say I kept my distance. But yeah, a lot of these women, like I've probably stated in other videos, and I'm going to keep stating it because it needs to be said. Um, they're not innocent. Okay, Justin Bieber, I believe he is. I believe he was trying to protect Selena. I think that's what their fights were over. I really do. No, I really think he got mad at her. They split up, probably over this shit because she wanted to keep doing it and getting the money because she's a part of it too. Oh yeah, she is. Now Ariana Grande, I don't know, but she's in it and she's going along with the other people. So either she's scared, which I don't want to give these people an out because they're girls. All they got to do is say they were scared and didn't know what to do, and most of them will get away with it. Even though Naomi Campbell, look at her. Look at her in the pictures that they're showing. I mean, you can tell a soulless person, and that's not good. Yeah, those people are very cold and demonic. You can't believe a word that comes out of their mouth. No, they're very. It's almost like speaking to Dracula. You know what I mean? I mean, of course, I'm just saying. You know how he's able to hypnotize and make people believe what he wants. That's what I mean. Speaking to people that are being attached to or messing with the demons and all that, and witchcraft. Yeah, that's what they're messing with. Um, these things can do that to you. Oh yeah, they can paralyze you. They can do all kinds of stuff. But yeah, these women need to be looked at very closely. And I know some of them are going to slip through the cracks, but don't you dare let Gullion or any of them slip through the cracks. They need to stay where they're at. And these other ones need to be heavily interrogated on why they stayed around all this stuff and only brought it out when they started not getting money. That's what I want to know. I really want to know that. That is just driving my head insane. Because why would you stick around and not say shit? But then, like I said, you weren't getting. They even say it themselves. I wasn't getting this, and then I got denied for that, and I was getting blackballed for this because I wouldn't do that. But you knew they were doing this. That's why you wouldn't do it. But now all of a sudden, they they're trying to act like the danger's gone or something. Well, it wasn't for Virginia. She was from the United States, but she was out in supposedly the outback and got hit by a bus. And then she survived that and ended up, they say, committed suicide. Bullshit. She even said that she would never commit suicide. Even her parents tried to say that she did. It sounds like they were the ones that allowed it to happen. I mean, come on. They're not pressing charges. They're not doing anything. And then when she passes, they're like, "Oh, she was suicidal." What the fuck? She deliberately said that she was not. This is crazy. Y'all better have your eyes wide open, not wide shut.